No, it's very nice. Too nice.
Well, you said
I
it's
won't be
fine.
working
Why do you not get motion sick?
No, because my last attempt was only 14.
Okay, fair enough.
We were going to go, oh, it's a little too
So
far.
did you just kind of...
Yeah, I can do it. And then halfway through they go, okay, ready, slow down and turn around and do it very opposite direction. And my wheels were very good at stopping and I tried to do a
Is
side
that how you do it?
That's what I tried to do. And I went all the way over and went splat on my left side.
Was the arm the only damage?
No, that was the big thing. It didn't hurt at first.
It was pretty
Adrenaline. So it's...
My face is still bruised.
I'd say thank you, but no thank you, darling.
Kind of like
Honestly,
slur.
I had some of that about a week ago.
No, actually,
Got
no, I've
something
got
to
my
do.
red at the moment. It's a Panadol, which usually affects my
daughter
left
had
side,
it
which
too,
is
so-
not very
Sure,
good.
it's kind of, if your stomach gets wrong, when your stomach
Yeah.
gets wrong, if you don't agree with it, doesn't agree with you.
No,
I had something
don't
for nursing out yesterday afternoon on the tour with the three of
I don't feel an
us.
endo.
It's all right.
They gave me endone
Jumped too far
when they
now
said
to go
my
back the
arm
other way.
didn't do much, and I'm like, no, give me the
I
gas.
put it this way, Don,
Endo only wipes
I've been
away.
made yes all morning, catching up another unit today. I'm going tomorrow, you know.
For 17 year
And I
old.
walked from ABS to across the
I get
square.
endo from my headaches. The hospital
I
has
got there in 10 minutes, same to the gym.
It's not good for you.
Slowly.
It's really not.
Oh, you get medicine is good for you.
It's not as good
Lots
as
of my fitting medications stop to be fitting.
I've got a new exercise program at the gym that I do in two halves now. I do
I'm pretty sure
light
it's what
weights
you
one morning and that the other morning.
Oh, I thought it was...
And it's paying like a big fella. Anytime fitness is longer. Hey, you used to be able to see on
you take that on?
yesterday I was around the Anzac news last night. I've actually found a cure for Alzheimer's. You saw it, did you? Yeah. I looked, yeah. A few years off, but they've actually got 4 people that have actually been on the actual thing overseas, and they've actually got some in memory bank.
It's all a payoff.
Thank
you.
American health professionals said within 10 years, Alzheimer's will be a thing of the past.
I actually watched the thing on SBS at 11 o'clock Saturday night. A guy that actually had motor neuron disease. The second half of his life until they actually got permission to go over to Alaska or Canada. And watch his last moments. They even had on how he's, the prime euthanasia.
I don't know if that's
Just sent a message to his wife, I love you, it's for the best tonight, I'll miss you. And they actually watched him put in the thing.
That's yours?
I was in video.
Maybe they're all...
Without a pain.
These are yours?
He's got 3. Possibly, that might be the last thing. But I don't know.
I'm like a girl these days, the mum goes to the...
I couldn't know anymore.
The only option is to
I won't
slap
have
this
to try it,
or
will
going
I?
to.
I think maybe you just give up.
No, a challenge has been issued. A challenge has been issued.
I don't know.
If you want to laugh, watch my face after I drink it. It's probably going to be fun.
Oh dear.
Maybe pour half out.
Oh no.
Is the webcam getting it?
I'm a little bit confused.
Coming in the bathroom, please.
Interesting technique. Good spreader of the wheel.
Probably actually not
Well, mate, what you've done to me, it's like...
He generally does though, I think.
12%.
You've done it to yourself. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
We just
good
provide
support.
a little bit of support.
Support is good too. That's
It's
what
going to be a
it
productive
Yeah,
afternoon.
I just
Go from early with early next week. Fly with drink. I gotta get it.
As for projects, the next course, we're thinking about how well these went.
Yeah.
And collaboration with Finchit, so I wanted to collaborate with Finchit again. And Finchit computers using dust-proof keyboards, so making a box. They're just up on here. can't believe I didn't think of it.
I was big in the 90s.
Most expensive thing is
Yeah, yeah.
I've got $300 coming to December to get room. So I take all the plastic off and see the rock.
Booze.
Yeah, I don't have much experience.
Battery,
No.
oil leak, windscreen wipers and one tire, all
So we need to get hold of that.
I'll
Cash
one
and
bills
bills,
that
that's
we used
Are
around.
they good cars? Then?
They do, but not that way.
Like,
Go
can we get
down
real
there,
deals?
always have a look at the budget and first stage.
I was thinking that's removed
I get $30 to hold it
Then
down.
be-
I can get the money, blah, blah, blah.
Well, you
So-
think those aren't right on spend
And
lots,
got the
those are
road
right
for
on.
this crossing.
Those are my numbers.
And
Yeah,
the mobile
that's
was
the
saying, next week, it's probably really weak.
Ah.
And I raised some of the pictures, Susan knows that it's probably got 400 because it's big.
Okay.
He said, no, I said, it's almost like a shit fuck. He said, you're right, shit fuck.
So wait, there are holes.
Yeah, that's life.
That is.
But,
Big fat
and,
ones.
I
Yeah.
found a guy at
So on the
Musgrave
next group,
Avenue down in that does
and
tires.
also
You
possibly,
get
there is no internet.
16 tire for $79. So I'm going to take the wheel off. You know, the shopping trolleys? Take them on the bus with those white straps.
Oh, not even.
3 streets down, get it, take it back, put it back on. I'd love to be able to do it. So.
Yeah.
On the scale to check.
I was,
Manual or?
Not actually.
Well,
that
we
sure.
can back up. But the guy that came out last, he said, I said, like, oh, I spent very close to see you as well. I said, you're at 50, so 56. I said, you know what you're bloody doing. Thank you.
It's just people maybe laundering all the beach and getting land on it.
He put the brake
just going
on,
like
he
this,
put the
that's not enough,
accelerator
you have
down
to
pretty
wash
hard,
it
and car lead,
So don't do that.
week 3 foot,
Drop something.
that's all wrong. And 1,300, they're coming hard to repair, if you want 100 plus work. Oh yeah, steel. Yeah,
so we can break
1,300.
my toe, but that wouldn't x-ray it because.
I upright mine and they just said,
I pay 400.
yeah, just
What do you want us
see
to
what
do?
happens.
So, but now having broken
Yeah,
that,
it's
I
not-
did
Where'd you-
break my toe because it
I
felt
get
very
cheese as a
sore.
pinch,
Yeah.
because I'm,
Hang on,
I
back
assume that's
to-
So it would have been,
393.65.
Whole area.
it would have been,
Not
You
really.
can tell your whole body you've done it.
And they want to put it up.
Big holes.
Yeah.
Your arm, you can.
Here, the ribbons, Woolies is
Gosh,
going.
my
I'm not saying it's not
They
painful,
open
but I've never
somewhere
broken a
in
gash.
Australia on Anzac Day before opening time.
No, it's not.
$1 billion
Unless
fine.
I do something.
One with 5:30 music.
Doctor, let's do this.
Was it?
They
Was it
didn't
got
say
here?
where,
Was it the one?
$2 billion fine.
Like that?
That,
yeah.
Anzac Day,
They
yeah, what,
stretch it.
so especially Anzac Day.
No, I think that's just going to get reabsorbed into my body actually.
They said they like to sell a lot of money.
Do I need to take
So don't take it out.
That wouldn't be covered by the insurance.
I know,
That would
that's goes back
freak
to
me
that.
out.
No,
Anyway.
not that one. Because who'd say that's why Donald Trump.
The only thing with this, we
The
need
American
to
tabloids are
open
all
them
saying,
clean.
Hillary now first hit our president ever.
Always was, and there wouldn't be anything wrong with
They
it.
couldn't
No,
possibly.
Good luck to it.
So working on.
Well, 5 people in the last 2 weeks, including George.
Yeah, these are cool for doing the
George
pairs,
Clinton
just doing
has
whatever.
got $100,000.
But yeah, if you're thinking maybe if the production
He
is
said on worldwide
I'm thinking
television, he
actual
said, if
working.
you want to shut America off from the world, put him in. And he's the heart of
They
every
are,
female
they're
would be.
okay, I mean, they're not.
I'm a movie,
Sure.
I'm a movie star, yeah. That's what he said, he said, if you want America to be cut off from the world, everything, put him in.
doesn't matter. We do anything that's
No,
not
it hasn't been.
But then
Even
I
the media stuff
found
is like for Australia.
I got Photoshop and then Lightroom or something else. I'll do something.
Have to vote for her. Because
Oh,
they
you
were
did?
Republican
Well,
Party.
even in New York, well, he said this morning on
So
this
I'm just like,
one,
let me.
he said, I don't care how long you pay, how long you back it, but I'll pay the fee.
I don't tell him because I've still played this off as an, I don't know what
But
happened.
also, it's like America's got enough
It
oil
was
to go
directly
into
my
it.
fault. She killed me. So
Crazy.
there's these
Jonathan,
things
you
called
do get a
spa
couple of
smugglers in
moments.
back.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
borrow
good on you.
all of the backups.
No, no,
That's what I thought was
That's what this
lost.
place is.
That was wrong. Everything was
Because they're
corrupted.
on
File
my-
vault, all of the
Okay,
original
no,
files
so-
were on his fast phones, I believe.
4
It's like-
years caught up with what's going through down
It
Thursday.
was stuck with So I finally did call them and so back.
I impressed Sarah on my Apple phone from
Because it's
the
happened
park
before
last week.
Anyway,
Jealousy.
I had no.
My brother.
I would have been.
He's Apple genius.
So I told her what's up, and I would have been immediately blamed too. I figured this way I can explain myself while she's on balance and tired, you know? Easiest way.
It's big enough for a big hand and big stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Ah, yeah, we would. John?
That's me. Get your own name.
The dawn.
The dawn,
This is on this book.
So that makes you a copper.
the long as you throw a cricket bat.
Just below dawn. Copper. You know, in Mafia, the dawn, the coppers.
Couple of the couple.
I'm not familiar with the mafia.
Basically, you would be an underboss.
I am
A
an
capo is an
underboss.
underboss, and he is the boss, and he is the dawn.
Whack people.
Maybe that'll be my name.
They will call
Oh,
you.
I get to do the whacking.
You can do the whack.
Call you.
I know this is
Castle.
Dex anyway, so it would be that, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So then AGS, but we don't pay GST.
I think I was wrong. I think I was one.
It's a refurbished laptop from.
You drank? Often. Oh.
Connecting up.
Me neither. I'm regretting downing too.
Let's get 20.
Really
So
regretting.
I
Hey,
was
look, it's
looking
me.
at these. I was looking at for the next round.
Oh.
course, and then
You have an
let's
internet.
do
Okay.
budget. Let's
Whoa,
do-
internet.
thinking about getting some
Where's my internet money?
And
Do I have to go to
getting
Canada?
20 of those and
I can always sleep in over here.
using
Hey.
these
Well,
computers
it's
as
like
Quite the
the
delay.
parts and
Is there enough delay for
There's
us to
evening
just
classes
yank
up,
people
so-
out
then
and
any
stop
other
it
classes
happening?
that you have
Don't
that
tell
access.
me
So
what
it
it
is,
goes.
What about what if we
So
hit
I'll
stop
maybe
before it
15
actually gets
minutes,
live?
this
Stop
fast.
before the backed up stuff goes out, right?
You have millisecond
We have a group.
response time?
Oh, and the
I like to think so, but it'd be
not that
hard.
one.
The
Yeah, and then I've done that,
connection
which
is
is
not
like twice as
anyway,
good
though.
specs. and
What if we
it's
yank the
fine.
internet straight out?
Specs. It's got 4 gigabyte of RAM. 320 gigabytes. It doesn't have a solid state hard drive, but you can upgrade to a solid state hard drive.
Oh, you wouldn't need it with that. You wouldn't get the benefit
Yeah.
for 50%.
That's just a question, Sarah.
Yeah. And then you can put Windows and Office on it as well for $20.
Would a Windows device play music? Play radio?
No, I see where we're going with that.
Can you get 200 of them?
Holy
Oh,
moly.
yeah.
I wonder how many they have. They give you a 5% discount if you buy more than 10, so I figure they're looking at a bulk.
5% extra, off 10 or more.
So these are brand new is?
No, these are refurbished, so people are asking the question.
Silver still in there.
It's pretty old.
But you're quite right though, in terms of a DC VS machine, that would
Ones who listen to radio and say nice things.
I was just thinking new clients.
New clients generally.
So we got the live stream going.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 cameras.
Oh, hello. Hey, that's
Oh, that's not delayed at all.
Well, that's because it's the capture software. That's the
But it's mirrored. Can you turn it
So
around the
that's-
right way?
that's the actual stream.
Turn your screen around.
It's weird. I think you're all
So that's YouTube.
Yeah. This is the software. So that's ads that I've got going. Anything?
Gift of care.
I just took a bunch of images from the NAC website. So
Lovely. Act clean. Yeah, the broom people. Oh, people in broom like you. I'd appreciate it. Gee, that's nice, isn't it? Wow. Volume, sound? No, I'm skeptical
Sorry.
of the chick picking up sound.
yes.
No,
But
thanks
I've
for
got
it.
it muted because otherwise there'd be
Actually-
horrible feedback. So
5 sips of champagne, I bet I won't get my train. I'm serious. That's how much my body's allergic to alcohol these days.
Where's the microphone? I
Down
found a
there.
stand at home. Oh, you don't have the actual microphone.
In there.
So Sonia and Rex are the two representatives of the students. Well, Tim's a student as
And
well.
Michael. We've got AJ and then
And Michael, and AJ.
I found out that AJ's
well,
got catch up 40
no,
minutes
no,
too, so I don't feel so bad now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, but they're
They
Yeah,
will.
we're working on it.
They will.
Sarah?
Congratulations.
Sarah?
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
Have you ever heard of a
Thank
thing
you for
called...
our trainer and our teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the manager. Not
Oh, thanks for starting the ball. But
Hey, can I ring in?
Yeah, that's the
Can I ring in
Come
about
on,
that
have a
Friday
drink.
and everything now? I've taken the numbers
Okay.
down already.
Okay.
Drink.
Or wait till
Drink.
next week.
Which one? Just Tuesday. Because remember, it's not a photographic thing.
No.
It's work placement.
Mm.
Let me give you guys one of these actually.
I'll be there.
Why don't I don't know if Crystal spoke to you about it. So it's this company, NAC, they I only know very little about it, but they arrange work placements and so they match jobs to people, and then we do the assessment.
Okay.
So we were thinking anybody that
That's what I'd be cool.
yeah, because I was just really keen to, rather than just say, here's your cert, just to continue.
And we will still be continuing, even though you get your cert 3 and you don't need to come to the
I wanna
formal
get it.
workshops, you still want to come and be part of
We're
it.
going to employ you all.
So from what I'm told, you can choose cert 4 or even diploma.
Really?
So I was thinking probably you should go for diploma.
Oh, diploma.
There you go.
I think.
Okay. And so this is as a trainee.
It's a traineeship.
Or, okay.
So they just manage the employment side.
Yep.
Do the location.
Because you were trying to employ Tim. We are still trying to employ Tim.
No, that's the first thing I said when I came in. Are you on yet? He said, not yet.
And we're looking at traineeships. If it could be at a higher level, but I didn't think it would be.
Yeah, possibly. But I only know very little about it. But Crystal said anything that come out spoke.
Okay, so you're work with you guys.
Well, it'd be through MEGT and then we do the assessments. MEGT do the traineeship.
Okay, because we want to employ you.
So they would come and do the assessments, and then I guess we could do sort of online resources and things, and it would all be back to what's happening, so like building websites again.
So, yes.
What's the money involved in the traineeship?
What's what the money? Couldn't tell you. Crystal would know. But I don't know how it works in terms of what you guys would receive. But I know there would be something.
Yeah, so where we're at, oh, you got a, woohoo!
I understand.
So initially we're looking at traineeship with doing either cert or a diploma.
Yeah.
But we thought that we couldn't actually do that, so then we'll just employment. No, it's
I'm asking what the data backup is,
Tim,
what's that?
help me out.
No, no.
I've got a migraine and I've lost all my words. We've got a radio station.
Well, see, that's,
We've got an app. We're trying to make the radio station work on
that's what this is, right, so I sleep overnight.
the tablets using AAC.
I've got 40 days. Actually, I just
AAC at the moment
like having that day job.
has a big delay.
This is what you were talking about the other week,
using the native stuff that's on the tablet, it buffers for about a minute. What we want to do is press a button, open up VLC, and make VLC set to a particular stream.
There's Android doesn't decode AAC. Have it.
The VLC does.
With
So
third party.
What if you don't have VLC installed?
we will need to basically launch it and set the stream to.
I think you could do it if you
Like in theory, if you take out parts of VLC and put it into your own code because it's open source.
it's HTML.
Open source. I could do that, but it's above current level is like my current level of the advanced.
Could we pay a guy for
That sort of stuff might be beyond where I'm at.
Okay, that's fine. Can we do it first?
it can't be
Is like the thing I looked at.
No, I mean like
Because
if
it's not like we
money's
have
an
tried or anything
incentive.
yet.
The
I
actual,
mean like if money's an incentive to
Part was going to you had then to actually
There'll be a really easy solution though. There'll be
yes, there
easier
will.
than you think.
After
It'll
we
be-
find it,
hindsight
it
is
will be
20/20.
very easy.
the easy solution is different engines. I think like if you, I think you take the NDK that I could use. Take the
I think we might be looking at
probably find a
it. We might be
professional.
trying to be too advanced. Can't we just use app invent and then activity stuff launch VLC? We would need to know what the you know those three parameters you need. Those three things we'd need to work out what they were, but we would launch VLC and set to text.
the issue with that is like the something called like because
But we do that for Skype already, exactly the same as we do for Skype. We press go chat, opens up Skype.
I think VLC looks kind of
looks like you did
Do you know
something.
for YouTube?
yeah.
No.
What I think is that
Although we did
if
try
we
that,
can-
didn't
we
we?
signed with
But
the
we
bit
get
rate,
because of the copyright issue. We did look at that as well because YouTube works. We could get that into an app and
Yeah, that's what I was
but
thinking.
that it keeps shutting us down because of copyright, even though we have the license.
if you just say the equivalent of
Then you
enhance.
get.
So in theory, like the other streams that we tried actually work. Now, all that. So we think it change our stream that we're currently using. Something else.
This
it
is
might work.
this is the other issue. We work with it.
Change the output.
It worked fine when it was through the ice
Is that
server.
controllable though,
And
or
then we
is the
changed
radio?
to the
Yeah, we
drive.
changed Yeah, we just
changed it to the
Ah.
Yeah, access.
because it was
Good.
fast.
Right.
And that's when
Yeah.
it stopped.
For someone here.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could. It would cost us more to solve the problem. Okay, so
Say
you're,
goodbye now.
no, this is the Janus. And we could, I mean, we could even
So
just
you
start.
could have made it
We
Monday,
were
didn't
talking
you?
about having a separate stream. We could make that separate. The way that he's looking at setting that.
Because that might be easier than learning that whole.
There is a guy that I know who's really hardcore.
Stuff is vision.
Are you envisioning the guy from South Park? World of Warcraft episode?
Probably.
Some guy cosplayed him. He was walking around with a cardboard disc and everything. Had the glove and everything.
But you know a guy who's a hardcore
Coder.
coder who may or may not live in
Hey, that's
Who may
offensive.
know. Yeah,
Some
I don't
sort
know.
of issue.
He's quite expensive on an hourly, but I think we said we're a charitable organisation. We just want to do this. He might be able to say 10 minutes. No
As
worries.
someone who develops databases, it's lovely to do it yourself. Very open-ended. When there's a solution, perhaps that's off the shelf. Across the stream.
You give everybody one of these.
Cross the
Yeah, let's get started.
You know
Sonia,
what, Don, you
Very
watch too much,
Stygian.
you watch too much Ghostbusters.
too much
that would be a
Ghostbusters.
discussion that
Across
needs
the
to
street
be
again.
taken lead.
Apparently they do want to. Awful.
Of course it is. Have you heard of the all the Ego Rex?
Not
What?
that
It's gonna be great.
No. No. Have you heard of the
They're reshooting Suicide Squad to put more jokes in because they put all the jokes in the trailer and everyone loved it, so that now they want to add more jokes. Suicide Squad the movie. Okay, you know what Suicide Squad is? Alright, it's where they release all the villains from prison, like the Joker and everything, and say work for the government in Suicide Squad, and if you do a good job, we'll pardon you. So Suicide Squad is the Joker, Harlequin, some other people I don't know, or probably someone like
It makes no sense though.
no, it makes
No matter
sense.
murderers.
No,
You've done this before.
No, in Suicide Squad, they know they're most likely going to die, but if they happen to not die while doing the government this big favour, they'll be forgiven.
Tim,
Have you ever heard of that's someone to start too?
opening up
Alex doesn't know.
VLC and having it
Have you ever seen
disorienting
her
aside,
error
is that actually possible?
BIOS 501?
Because
Because I like the
that's the
HP
thing.
laptop I've seen.
What do you mean?
And
Was
the BIOS isn't
decompiling the source
is
code
corrupt.
into your own app?
You press enter
So
and
not
it
just
still
opening
works.
it from.
No.
Yeah, that's what Alex said
It'll be a
too.
bit scary.
Yeah, that's what Alex said too.
What's that here?
Sarah has
Yep,
one.
stand back. Okay, so
Have you ever heard on a HP of a I showed Alex a
I'll
few weeks
explain.
ago,
Oh, have you got two?
my laptop
Wow, I
It's
handwrite
corrupt.
Oh, sorry. So you just
BIOS
put your name on the front,
501.
and then
You
back
think it
page,
shouldn't
flip it over,
work.
and there should just
Press
be a
enter
single
and it works.
signature just
Wow,
there.
if
Okay.
it works, you could look it up on.
Anyway, I must bid you
There you go.
Okay.
So I just want to explain. Sorry. Go on.
This is class. Thank you very much, son.
So I just want to explain what this last one is. Have you got one there, Rex?
Yes, I sure have.
So this is the very last one. If you just hang on to that. So there are 4 things we need to do. First one, you're going to love this. Everybody loves a workbook.
Ah, what?
We need to complete this. Uh-oh. Someone's got a page missing. There you go. Here you go, Rex. Okay.
Thank you.
So we need to do the workbook. which is 3 sections of questions going over 4 pages. We're going to have a statement written by Sarah. We're going to need to compile all our evidence, so anything you've got on Google Drive that you haven't given me, anything that you've got physically, I need to get all that back. And then there's just a series of observations, which I think everybody in this room has been here for. So if you go up to the back page, you'll see a series of observations. So I just want you to check through the observations and just see if you've got anything particular that you have done on this course that we can put down that you had a unique input on. So for example, I'm just going to pick one at random. Hey?
Yeah, that actually, seriously.
So, but there may be things that you won't have done, so I'm going to go through and tick all the observations later. So, for example,
Wait,
when
we're using this one or this one?
So we're just looking at this one at the moment, which is
The thick one? Or
the brief.
Yeah.
So we just need to go through the observations, and if you can think of anything, just let me know, and I'll make a note on there. For example, when working in a work group environment such as related assessment projects, the student has demonstrated the ability to support team members in their resource efficiency. In addition, they present ideas to the group about better practice and waste management. So if you've thought in the class, I had a great idea about how we can save waste, we can put a note there or something. And I'm going to add my own notes, but I just want you to highlight anything that you may have done. Sweet, okay? So we'll do that shortly. The next thing is to have a look through these. And I want to do these together because this can be a bit grisly. So just have a quick look through the observations first, just for about 3 or 4 minutes. Let me know if there's anything that you think we need to write down as a special note. So they're on pages 9 and 10. Hey, Sharon.
Hey!
I'll give you one of these and one of these. There you go. Yours is to link as much as performance. See if we all return.
I've been finishing off my TVE.
Are you doing it? You do it.
Yeah. I'm just
And it really
Insert 4.
even though according to the that you are doing here, it's
Nice,
part
very
of the same continuum.
Oh, maybe. Wow.
Okay, so has anyone spotted anything particular in those observations? No, don't worry, because I'm going to add my own. It's just if you want to highlight anything.
We all did the special assignments for project related materials when we did the.
Yeah, no, you will pretty much have all done that. It's just if you wanted to write anything in the notes that you think, but don't worry, because I've got all that in there on memory. Okay, so let's start the workbook. So this is going to be a mix of researching on the computers and putting our own observations on. So number 1 is health and safety. So we just got a series of questions about health and safety. First one says provide several examples, web links, to sources of WHS information related to working in IT or digital media within Queensland, Australia. So what I would like everybody to do is hop onto a computer and see if you can find any websites to do with health and safety working in Australia. But before we do that, does anybody know any off the top of their head? find out what the WHS legislation was, what would you Google or where would you go?
I'd probably Google Queensland
Government.
IT. Okay, what's the WHS thing?
Look at, and I always get it mixed up, it's either WorkSafe or Safe Work. WorkSafe. Okay, so just have a quick look, and then what we're going to do is bring all of those back together so we know at least 3. Yep, well, you can.
Safe Work Australia.
Yep, that's the one. Well, you can go to business.gov.au, then go to Workplace Health and Safety.
Okay.
So WorkSafe, was it worksafe.gov.au?
SafeWorkAustralia.com.
We need one more. We've got business.gov.au. We've got worksafeaustralia.gov.au. Any others? You working?
There's australia.gov.au, workplace health and safety.
Cool. Australia.gov.au.
/information services /health /workplace health and safety. So just I put search WA.
Yeah, okay. So, first box where it says provide several examples such as web links. You sure? So we've got australia.gov.au, worksafeaustralia.gov.au, business.gov.au.
There's also apparently worksafe.qld.gov.au, specifically Queensland.
Excellent. Worksafe.qld.gov.au.
Yep.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Yep. Anyone happy with that? So the next question, explain why organisations have organisational workplace health and safety policies, procedures, processes and systems. As part of your answer, provide examples such as policies, procedures, processes and systems. Now, why do companies have workplace health and safety policies?
No one gets hurt, they don't get in trouble.
Excellent. So to reduce risk, make sure no one gets hurt, they don't have any financial repercussions, legal repercussions. Then, what examples would there be? You may want to look at those websites that we've just found. So what sorts of examples of the policies could you find here related to workplace health and safety?
Get the name of it, but the postures and stuff, like when you're sitting at a desk.
Yep.
And how you're supposed to sit and how you're supposed to type.
So can we find a name?
Don't think of it.
Have a look. If you go to any of these, so let's try this one, worksafe.qld.gov.au, because that's localised to where we are. Have a look.
Maintenance.
We want to find the particular policies. But if you just search for WHS policies. Compliance and enforcement. We've got compliance and enforcement is one. What else can we find?
Work areas.
Is that a policy name? Work areas? Yeah.
Part of one. And how they should be designed to provide secure space between.
Cool.
We got to implement and monitor workplace health. It's implement and monitor workplace health policies.
So,
Is that one? Implement and monitor?
no, that is a unit for a study. What we need.
By the way, in relation to what I said the other day, don't order McDonald's.
So anything else? Just think of a straight up WHS policy.
Reporting.
Excellent. Yep. So we've got an example of 4 there. We've got compliance and enforcement, work areas, WHS policy, reporting. So put those in, but also explain why companies have them. You know, is to reduce risk, stop getting in trouble.
Meaningful consultation with employees and representatives and others about feedback.
Yeah. So all of this is part of a WHS policy. As long as you make sure you give some examples and you explain why companies have them, that's the main part there.
Source.
These are your sources online. So you've listed some sources here. So here you've got some examples why they have them. I would use this one WorkSafe QLD because that's localised to where we are. Okay. Very good. Yeah. Right. The next one, list and explain key regulations, code of practice, standards and guidance material related to workplace health and safety in Queensland. So what I would do is definitely focus on this one here. That's where we are in Queensland. Who can find some good guidance material? What do they put on there? If I said to you, you are now in charge of workplace health and safety for Nundah Activity Centre, where would you get reference material to understand what you're doing from that website?
There's a PDF called the Work Health and Safety Act 2011.
Awesome. So WHS Act, is that?
They spell it out, but it's Work Health and Safety Act.
Okay, which one do I have? 2011 PDF download. Yep. You find anything else on that site? That's going to be quite in depth. So WH. What else can you find as useful? So also, you look on worksafe.qld.gov.au. There's, if someone needs to make a claim, if you're not sure what insurance you need, you can have a look. So this is the kind of stuff. So I would put on, so for question C, guidance material, you could say insurance requirements. So again, we're just looking at worksafe.qld.gov.au. And if you look at the top, they've got all the different sections. Yeah, so we're just looking at all of these here. You go laws and compliance. So if you go to laws, just hover over. You go safety, workplace inspections. If you ever needed to know anything about WHS, this is where you want to be. Okay? So we're still doing this one. So if you want to know about laws, this is the question, workplace health and safety. What are the laws? Yeah. Yeah. So you could say they can all be found on this section of the website. Okay, everyone got that? Yeah. So remember, we're just looking at worksafe.qld.gov.au. So question 1D says list and describe at least 5 potential barriers WHS consultation. Each one explain how barriers can be overcome. So this just means if we're a company, let's just say I'm in charge of WHS and you're all the employees, I need to know what could potentially go wrong in our organisation. How do I stop all of you guys getting hurt? How do I stop the machinery or the equipment getting damaged? How do I stop our company getting sued? So what are 5 potential ways that could stop that communication getting to me? Yeah, so bad management.
That's not what I said.
How can you stop bad management?
Kind of
Complain to their boss.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go to the government.
Honestly.
Well, you can report.
If you want to still have a job, you're going to do it.
What about having accountability? Basically, if something goes wrong, the manager that is accountable rather than being able to pass it down.
That's why they would say.
Yeah. Okay, so that's one. Read my writing. So there's one. What else would stop me as a WHS manager, person responsible, getting the information to make you guys safe?
People might be busy and not able to give you the information.
Yep. How could we stop that?
Automated forms or
What else?
The schedule, like actually put in a
Schedule meetings. Okay, that's a good one. Another barrier.
Making sure the first aid.
barrier.
No, it's not a barrier, that's more of an solution. Not quite. What else?
Ooh, what if you injure yourself and
How can we reword that? See where you're going?
Person safety.
injury incapacitating witnesses. I don't know.
So no documentation or no evidence. No?
Lack of evidence due to injury. I don't know how you can get around that. How long?
Okay, let's just put lack of evidence. Yeah, that's another one.
Doesn't that count as losses?
So things. So lack of evidence. How can we make sure that you get more evidence?
workplace monitoring.
Yeah, internal cameras.
Screen, video, archiving. Now back to not willing. I don't want to go to your health and safety meeting. I'm scared of saying anything because I lose my job. How can we prevent?
Anonymous submission.
Yeah.
I was thinking your self-esteem.
Just charade what happened to the boss. You can't get in trouble.
Training.
Assertiveness training.
Yeah. Anything else?
What about having a representative? What do you call it? Avatar. No.
Proxy?
Advocate.
Advocate. Yeah.
Advocate. Avatar. Advocate.
An avatar is you.
There's someone
Just how
who
you portray
speaks for
yourself.
you.
That would be a proxy.
Avatar.
If someone speaks for you, it'd be a proxy.
Okay. We need one more.
Already set in stone practices that might be
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
and updated.
Policies that are in place.
Archaic rules.
Anyway. Oh, you mean as a solution or as a
Barrier.
barrier?
So that's good. So bad existing rules.
No
So-
existing rules.
Evaluate them.
Sufficient rules.
Evaluate. Schedule evaluations. What else could you do? Hire a consultant. Okay, so there's 5 barriers. So bad management, busy people, lack of evidence, not willing, and bad existing rules. You need to explain what 5 barriers could be and how you could overcome them. There's not a lot of space.
I have the last chain badge. I cannot do that.
Cool.
Get your minutes there.
No, I was in the meeting. Is it still there?
You want some doctorate?
Yay!
You must write to a doctor. You know, doctor's handwriting kills about 17,000 people.
No.
It does because they get the wrong scripts and all. Their messy ass quick handwriting kills 17,000 people globally because they don't get the right medication.
I went to a doctor and he didn't write anything. He used the dragon dictation thing.
Anzac.
And it's really weird because he was just like you talk to him and then he just says out loud, "You come in for." That's as if he's just like.
I had a doctor do that one.
Yeah, so not willing. So bad management, people, lack of evidence, not willing, bad existing. Is that what you meant? What did you mean? Oh, so you got anonymous submissions, extra training, expectant advocate. Okay, so the next one, what are the roles and responsibilities of workplace health and safety personnel? If we said, in this room, you'll work at NAC, we're going to have 3 people that are responsible for health and safety. What could those 3 people be?
One's the officer in charge.
Yeah, so got a WHS officer. What else? We could have the advocate, the representative. What else?
Someone who ensures compliance with
Compliance. Awesome. I'll just put these here. Officer, representative, compliance manager.
Oh, and you got that problem with that boss. I never told you that.
This goes on to it.
Yeah.
So, with each of these, what would each one of them do? So, what does the officer do?
With everything that's kept up.
Yeah, they are in charge of it. Representative?
Also gets also feedback from everybody else in the
Yeah. The compliance? Yeah, they make sure everything's
They make
done
sure it
according
happens,
to the
so
law. Okay. Next one. Everyone ready for the next one? Yeah? F. Explain how having a two-way consultation between workers and employers influences workplace information management procedures, processes and systems. Basically, how do workforce talking to the managers help all of this? Yeah.
Exactly. It brings concerns to management's attention.
There's normally going to be 3 people.
because the management doesn't actually do the work, so they don't know the issues.
That's talking like that's a good way.
There's normally going to be 3 people present.
Yeah, I think there's a weird, depending on how many employees you've got.
3 people aren't all going to tell the same, right?
And then finally, how could you make sure that workers engage with others in the workplace? Talk about WHS processes and procedures. Incentives?
Schedule meetings
Yeah.
for the purpose of talking about.
Yeah. So obligations, incentives. Okay, so just work on that. I'll be back in 2 seconds, then we'll get started on the other ones. It's exciting stuff, huh?
Oh yeah, riveting.
I fill out the same workbook every time I go to a place with apply for a job.
Yeah, I have like 3 white cards.
Welcome.
And they'll never
Fill
listen
this
to
out.
you when you say, I have a white card from 3 months ago. Nope, you must fill out a new one.
I don't know white cards. What are white cards?
3 times certified. That's fine. Well enough. I can work on a construction site. What I'm doing. I'm happy with that.
I've been applying for a job, and they handed me the workplace. I filled it back on the
They're all the same.
Done that before, I'm like, yes, I have done.
Everyone's done. Put one out here, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we also put one out volunteer.
In 8. Actually,
Wow. They don't even have your real trip. I assume you're playing. How do you not know?
I use tools, so I could be considered.
Oh, yeah, you could be considered one.
Okay.
An assassin and all that stuff.
So, is it raining?
Very windy. Possibly trees.
Does anyone have any questions about the health and safety section of the workbook?
Me and Tim were just saying, we've done them a million times.
So, what's this goes with two-way.
Okay, so why does the management and the workers, how does it affect the outcome? So how does the workers talking to the management make a new policy, fresher policy, make the workplace? Because the people on the floor know the techniques where the managers don't know the ins and outs. Do we need more equipment?
They still reckon you.
Yeah.
And the managers should know because they should be down the work for them.
Well, the managers also don't know if there's a cable loose somewhere.
Yeah, but the managers could be saying something which makes sense, but it might slow the job down and it just doesn't make sense to the worker as a worker.
And so slow the job down because you don't get this finger straight.
True. Okay, so the next section, which is section 2, implement and monitor environmentally sustainable work practices. So it's all about environmental sustainability. So question 2A, where can environmental regulations for Queensland be found online? Just need to do a quick bit of research.
Legislation.qld.gov.au/
Awesome.
a bunch of different slashes.
So which buttons are we on?
So we're doing 2A. Yep. As long as you've got enough detail down there. So where can you find environmental regulations? What was it?
Well, there's two different ones. There's legislation.qld.gov.au. Well, there's just a qld.gov.au.
So what was the other one?
Just qld.gov.
Sorry, was that EDU?
No.
Go.
.gov. Yeah.
Go with that one. If you go there, you can find environmental regulations. Next one, 2B, can you identify any of the environmental regulations that NAC has in place as part of their policies and procedures?
Yes, we have something about
Yep.
waste management.
So you guys are going to know more about the NAC stuff. So let's
I
have a
don't
look.
actually know.
There would be an e-waste management.
Probably just waste management.
Okay.
This place probably
Yep.
produces pipeline.
Anything else? You guys would know more than me. Is there a printing policy?
No printers.
Yeah,
Probably-
the
Let's-
policy
let's-
is dumped.
Is there anything else that you guys have encountered working here? NAC, which you said no, that's the rules.
That's not.
That's not for sustainability, we're just talking about environmental sustainability.
They like to turn all the lights off. I
Okay.
don't know if
Power
that's
consumption.
that might be a cost saving measure. I
Yep.
don't know.
But still they put, yeah. Okay, excellent.
I think people realize this.
I don't know, because if everybody left their lights on, you'd be using that.
Yeah, but if you don't use
They
it,
would
it's
do it on
generated. It's helping them. You either use it or like
No, they just use it. You
That's
use it when
what
you
I
use
think
it.
there's a certain
they
supply
don't
and
they
demand.
don't add more coal in when more people turn their lights on. It's a constant rate, and what you don't use, they can't store it anyway. They can't reduce it just in case.
I think we're using a lot more electricity than we're producing.
I don't use more than we produce. Here itself?
everywhere.
That's what
Okay.
It's impossible.
That's what
2C. When working on your projects, how did you source and use appropriate techniques and tools to assist in achieving sustainable targets? So, when building the arcade machines, how did you make sure that you would use low power, would have less fuel when stuff got delivered?
Having them built locally.
Yep. What about group orders? Art? How were most of the assessments submitted? Paper or digital?
Digital.
Digital administration. Anything else that you guys did during your projects? Save the environment?
Some works. It's like the environment. Not at all for you.
Yeah.
You're using less power and killing less idiots.
Okay. The last one for sustainability. How did you measure resource usage during your projects, and how did you ensure that you were all working sustainably?
Guys?
When we made the sustainability charter, very, very early on, we did identify something.
We made the chart. So we did.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
But how did you measure?
No. That's not the important part. We made the guidelines. Up to us to follow.
So if you were to measure again, what would you use?
Actual.
Let's go Google Docs. Google Sheets.
Precise. I'm sure that was the waste. On the first note.
So we could say meeting. We're having a meeting about it now.
Yeah.
Okay. That should be section 2 done. Final section. Waiting for time. Good. So this one is all about work and communicating effectively in an ICT environment. So section 3, 3A. Having worked in an IT help desk role at NAC, explain how you gathered information and used it to develop, refine and document ICT roles and services in the organisation. Now this I'm not too familiar with because you guys have been working on the help desk. So how did you, over the 6 months, how have the roles changed?
We created a ticket system
Okay.
to submit issues.
Yep.
And keep track of those.
Use the ticket system. Did you have any roles and responsibilities associated? You're a manager?
So
Me, I'm not the help desk manager.
Make him the help desk manager?
unofficially,
God damn it.
Was your role,
the help desk team leader?
so the help desk team leader, was that something that was implemented at the start, or did at some point you say we need a help desk team?
Wait, does that mean I'm like Crystal? Woohoo!
But no, it started after the first.
Okay.
I just
So-
showing up for most stuff.
So
You
management
didn't even
roles
know
were
he was
developed.
in charge to just now.
How did you make sure jobs were followed through in a certain time frame?
Again, he didn't know he was the boss.
We just kind of did them when. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just
But did you take responsibility for your own? Or did you say whatever's in the ticket system?
Give him a moment, his ego splitting.
like honestly, we didn't really use the ticket system all that often. It was
Okay.
just taking.
So what did you do
issues.
though? What changed? This is what the question is. What evolved?
Process evolved, like
Okay.
mainly because a lot of what we were doing here was set up the tablets, and so that
Okay.
process evolved a lot. Like we can set up those tablets a lot faster than we used to be able to.
Because of the workflow, the deployment workflow. Okay, so this is good. Now, how did you document any of these? So when you made the deployment workflow, how does, if someone starts, someone forgets, or someone is not doing it right, how did you document it?
Google Worksheet. It just has all the steps on it and what tablets have gone to it.
Excellent. So that's the kind of thing. Anything for ticketing system? A wiki or anything?
It was a wiki.
So you tried the wiki, but it didn't work.
No, we went back to Google.
No, that's a good thing though. So
we did try a wiki.
And I think I sent around the Google Worksheet that had a list of problems and solutions. How many people add to that?
Yeah.
Because I was using that for the app.
Okay, that's a cool one. You can put all of these sorts of things in 3A. Obviously, your own experiences can go in there too. 3B, what are equal employment opportunities and anti-discrimination? How would they apply to working within ICT? So first of all, what is EEO? Employment.
No barriers to age or career.
Yeah, there are no barriers
I can relate
to employment. I guess unless it would mean that you can't do it. I can't go and be a medical doctor, even though I could say equal opportunities. I cannot do it.
At a certain age, don't
Skill-based employment rather than
Okay.
skill-based, merit-based employment rather than how you're born.
Yeah. So, yeah, medical reasons, language, ethnicity, anything like that. So then, what is anti-discrimination?
You accept your impression.
So it's not discriminating. So how would this apply to working within ICT?
IT has had about 8 nationalities.
Yeah. So we haven't discriminated. We haven't said you wouldn't know
saying
this because
something
of your
Greek?
background.
NAC is
You're saying something with Greek?
NAC is
What's happening right now?
multicultural.
I was trying to think of saying something Greek. I don't know.
Malacca?
Isn't that?
A bit, yeah.
NAC's
It's like a
multicultural.
cross between arsehole. It's really it depends on what you. I mean, there's other words like very. I'm not gonna say that one.
So
What
basically
means-
explain
means.
what equal
Okay.
opportunities and anti-discrimination are, and explain how they would apply to ICT. So that we have worked in ICT, we didn't discriminate when we were working on tasks based on people's education, their background, their language.
NAC is multicultural and you're never too old to start learning.
Yeah, so
Well,
not just
yeah.
NAC.
What about some of the clients who?
Did anybody ever say, don't worry, you'll never understand? Because that's kind of discrimination. Yeah.
We actually spend a lot of time trying to get people.
Yeah. No, but that's a good thing. You're doing your best to work around their culture, background,
Well, if they
heritage,
understand
whatever
the
it may
problem,
be.
we don't have to fix it.
Okay?
If they understand the problem, we don't.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. But there's that whole thing of you won't understand. Why won't they understand? Because they're from a background, because they don't speak the language.
Oh, you're being one
Do you
of
see what I
those
mean, though?
guys.
So you've got to be really careful with that sort of thing. 3C,
What do we write down?
but B.
Yeah.
So equal opportunities is that there are no barriers to employment, other than obviously skill and qualification. Anti-discrimination is that you don't discriminate on the grounds of gender, medical background, language, and ethnicity, and that how it relates to ICT. Good.
For a second, thought someone had a slide or something.
Or a clown was falling down.
Could have
You guys ready for the next one? Yeah? Okay. 3C. How did you develop a clear knowledge of NAC policies, procedures, and organisational requirements during your work and the projects? How did you make sure you did everything that was expected of NAC? Common sense isn't always what's your common sense isn't my common sense.
We're talking with senior staff.
Cool.
People who've been here longer.
Excellent. Talking with senior staff. Did anybody refer to any documents? Of a staff
Not
handbook?
once.
Intranet?
No, but that's one of
Meetings?
our jobs for the next course is to make an intro.
Why did you?
Hands-on communication with children.
Yep. Okay, so list these things that you actually did.
There's a couple of training sessions.
Perfect. That's exactly the kind of thing.
The those are
The big one, nobody was ever in too much of
So
a
I
hurry
work
to
in the
trouble
future.
to answer a question.
Okay.
Nobody was ever in too much of a hurry to
Actually,
once
good.
you ask, you got an answer.
Yeah.
Positivity.
Okay, and finally, who are the key roles at Nundah Activity Centre? What are their roles and importance within the organisation?
great leader, Don. Blessed be.
So,
Nigel manager breaks her arm.
Why do we not have an actual?
Actually rang up last week to see how we're doing.
That's
yeah, doing the job. So, Don, what is Don's job?
Trying to keep everybody happy.
General manager?
No, not even that.
Yes. I don't know.
I say stay out of everyone.
And what's the
I think Steve is the workplace health and safety.
Steve is the
okay?
Linda runs
DCV.
What did you just call it?
Wine?
So it's
A
a
nice wine. Digital.
What is your
project-
title?
Oh no, I did upgrade the senior projects manager.
Okay. Then where do we go?
Let you put down as tiny as a fix. And he's
So
there.
yeah,
Where's the tiny go? Is he here or here?
we're all kind of. It's more like a circle.
It's equality. It's equality.
Tiny's name.
Ian.
Equality.
Ian. What's he? IT.
Wow, I also know time.
Okay. Any other key roles?
Wait, what's Tiny again?
What about Lee, radio manager?
Talking with
What
health.
about Lee, radio NAC manager?
Radio
Go up here then.
Charge of music and keeping everybody happy.
Okay.
Much more than
First aiders.
And Meals on Wheels in
Janine's not here anymore. Meals on Wheels. Oh my goodness.
Margaret.
Margaret.
And Shed.
Margaret who
DCV.
feeds us all. Don't forget.
And Shed.
We have Jeff who's community officer and Miss Shed.
How are we
Secretary.
In terms
Running out
of
of
key, would these be
space.
the sort of key? Yeah. We go with that. And that, has anybody got any blank spaces? Or has anybody got any questions or would like to know anything more about any other sections in this workbook?
When's the poly run start?
There is no photography. Yep. So Don is the general manager.
Gentlemen.
Ian is IT support. Sarah, digital projects manager. Linda, DCVS. Steve, WHS. Steve is also the first aid. Lee, radio. Lee and Linda, Lynda. Ian, IAN. A fantastic handwriting. Okay. So yes, so we need to get that finished. And then I just need you to look through your Google Drives and see if there's any evidence that you haven't shared with me. Okay. So if not, you need to share that with me to my NAC email address. If you've got any physical evidence that you've been working with while you've been here, you've saved anything. Take foil. Matter of collating. And also to look through the observations and see if there's anything you've missed. Well, I'm not part of NAC.
No.
So
Just wait, Sarah will somehow put
yeah.
the credit teacher.
I can't even put
I just gave you an idea.
I was how to become an RTO. Registered training organisation.
Okay, so this one, why do or how do the employees talking to the management change the health and safety of the organisation?
If they know it.
It's because they know, don't they?
They still
The managers don't necessarily know the job. For example, let's say you're working on a computer and they said your tools must go on your left. But you were right-handed. You were to say, no, I want them on the right, it makes it easier. And they go, okay, let's put them on the right.
Congratulations.
So it's because you are on the ground, you know the job, you are the expert of your job, they're not, they're just the management.
So what's this?
Just put the other.
Oh, good?
Sorry,
Little.
you gotta talk.
Oh, Ian.
You
Ian.
gotta
IAN.
talk to my supervisor.
He is the IT support.
Yes, I'm the same.
Yeah, so basically they communicate the role of their job, define how health and safety is related to it. Yeah, is that finished?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll have that back then. We've still got a lot to do.
I take it.
Recognition of current competency. That's got nothing to do.
Sorry, go on.
Recognition, like instead of not
You mean
recognition of
RPL?
prior, no, not RPL. I mean RCC.
Right.
So rather than gathering to prove higher competency,
Yeah.
is it possible to test someone?
That's what this is. That's what a normal.
So that I can actually have the confidence.
Oh, because you need to. Yeah. But you want about to be able to deliver certain. That's it. You don't need to demonstrate.
I can map my skills.
Yeah, just right.
Yeah, but it's easy. I've spent the weekend looking at
But then you would have to then teach exactly the same thing
and you could only teach
because
the
it's
same
down to the
units.
unit level stuff.
You have
So
to
those
map
17 units that you did, you can easily say those are 17.
Basically, what I'm thinking about is while I was doing TAE,
Yeah.
ways to get skills. There's so many things in business and in
Yeah.
stuff that I can do. Rather than doing the course, I was online courses where I could just assess basically.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yeah, like if you had Cert 3 in IT, you can do it in a week. Yeah. No, so it's there, yeah. Yeah, but you can do it if you.
That's what I did when I was.
Yeah. You still have to map it in.
Because that was
Really annoying. Now I do.
it's really, really annoying. I don't know.
I do.
Make less work.
Yeah,
No.
3 courses.
I was just looking at RPL and all the things you need for RPL, and I thought, can't they just give me the test and I'll just do the test instead of.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper.
It's just.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. I won't turn up.
Yes, looks good. So we just need the responsibilities here. So what do they each do? Okay. Cool. Over to him. Excellent.
Also, the subreddit, the Reddit post, we already have someone who wants it on.
Ready?
Every second Friday. That's it.
This Friday.
Did you put it on the Brisbane one?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I saw. Did you see about a month ago? You know what happened with the vodka?
But it wasn't good.
No, they got about I think 200 staff. They said, right, we're going to split 100 staff in there and 100 staff in there. And then they had a screen, just like the manager. Everyone in your room, you've still got a job. Like the next room, everyone in this room, you don't have a job. And then they just let loads of students out because what they've done is taken Betsy help. They basically, here's a laptop, come and enroll in that course. And they just said, whatever new. But yeah, someone from a vodka, thank you, X. Someone from a vodka posted on Reddit that, hey, here's a course. But it was
Yeah, Reddit's very quick to attack.
yeah, it's really sink or swim. Yeah, vodka really.
Whoa.
But it's management playing that game.
Was it like, hey?
No, it was they knew and they said, yeah, you're there, but what a way to do it. Big brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, like, in the gaming industry, there's something similar. And, like, the guy who was talking said he thought he wasn't in the room that was going to get fired because there's a bunch of big names, but they still got fired.
Wow.
It's just so compassionate.
Wow.
Oh, is you Rex?
Mm-hmm.
Need your name.
Oh,
That's test number 1.
I've been managing all morning in the city, it's for it.
Are you thinking long term create an RTA?
I might be. And the reason behind that is first I think
For you or for the well, no, what is it, 4 years?
4 years, but
Yeah.
they've been in government for 2 years. Who knows what's going on with that? So looking at creating a
Statutory guarantee.
to get statutory guarantee. And also because spending the weekend trawling through Google trying to find online courses, I'm looking for either ones that are really cheap and I can just do the assessment and be done with it, or ones that actually offer some kind of online training resources. Is this ABS?
Certified? Yeah. Let me show you. Use open up the browser.
Because I'm just online courses seem to, and that's all the resources paste and our multimedia. There must be many better ways to do this.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd do this. So I was thinking about an online delivery, but not just forums.
There's a lot I want to do.
It seems to be the best that people can do with online interactive delivery is create some forums, but that's just replicating a classroom without
Yeah.
you still have to be, it's still time sensitive. There's so many things you could do.
So
that
this-
actually
This would be the same if you were training. For Cert 4, you would log in, you would have this. So if you go to, so you get what so I want to make it more online. So we're primarily international, 25%.
you can only do 25%. So not discriminating against students.
Well, because they're here for the day.
Oh, I see. So 25%.
No, 25% of your course as an international. And again, it stops. Well, it's just like 25% of the units.
Right.
I do one, which is the one. So yeah, so you come on here, you just get the assessment, which is the same which is that, and then you get the learner resources, and then any links and everything. So that's how I do mine.
See, that still ends up, I'm just guessing, assessment. Still ends up.
Not always. I've tried to. Some do have workbooks, which are like what we've just done here. But I know most. This one.
Yes, I will.
All good? Thank you. I'm going to check through it and then we'll have some feedback for Thursday in case we need to go through anything. But I think you'll be pretty good because this is part of the evidence. So can you just check through your Google Drive and see if you need to share anything that you haven't already?
That'll get attention.
Oh, just have a look. You'll see who it's shared with. If you log in, I'll come and show you in a second. So this is the cover sheet. So if you just scroll.
Yes, can you look at
You got yours, Rex? Oh no, you're going to be
it's
here.
bare bones at the moment.
Yeah.
So look at
There.
resource.
So what's...
Well, that's the other
Oh
part.
yeah, have that.
Okay. Well, just a moment.
Thank you. Is that your... Is that yours? You right?
They sit down outside.
Yes. No worries.
That's
You're in Thursday?
Yes.
Going in tomorrow?
Cool, so if you keep working on the other bits that you need to do now, because you've got quite a bit to get through.
So that's like nothing.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to check through. Have you got the other sheet as well? The one you signed? So yeah, so that's what they do. Well, again, all of these stuff I've written rather than you.
Okay, so yeah.
Just see.
The,
I think you're the one who.
You have it?
Yeah.
Yes.
If I must.
So yeah, so there, if you go back to here, so they have the learner resources and I sent all the presentations for classes. So again, it's not uniquely for, it's sort of classroom ability. If you look in there, that goes
That
through
video you did, I've got 3 photographs, so I've got...
and that supplements
What's
the
the workload?
the slideshow. Yeah, one,
I need you a lot.
yeah.
interact with it and choose yes or no options or more advanced options. Or,
and get some feedback basically.
Right.
Easier though.
Feedback to you.
So time intensive
It's a
though.
Wi-Fi.
Yes.
If that's the only.
Yes, it is.
And again,
Change
like,
very
yeah,
soon.
and again, that's the thing now because they've just changed everything. I'm having to rewrite everything week by week because that's the only time I've got is changing it and mapping everything again. And it's just
That's right. You guys are possible. What's the Wi-Fi?
yep, another one of them.
You're connecting.
You want to redo it? Okay. Okay, let's have a look.
So we have this.
Yeah, if you want to do it digitally, you can. It's just in the last week. So these are all. So if you go to my drive.
So, very much. No. They've got my Apple phone's packing it up. I've got a new one. I haven't transferred the stuff before. I've got an Android phone last week.
Oh, there you go. So that's shared with me already. So basically, you can click if you've got this. It means it's shared with someone, probably me. These I don't think have been shared. But what I would suggest,
Documents.
yeah, no, I've got those in your folder, so they're okay. I think you've pretty much got everything done.
I think
Yeah.
yes, but I'm not
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through, I think you've pretty much got everything, which is good, because last session you had everything. So I think you're done. I think you've finished everything. So what I'm going to do, tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to go through and check, make sure you have got everything. And then Thursday, we're just going to finalise, which means you may just come in on Thursday and just get the thumbs up. But I'll try and message you before to save you a wasted journey. But I'm pretty confident you'll have everything because you've got everything shared. I've got your other ones ticked off. You've finished this, so I think you're good. So congratulations.
I need to do it. I'll get this across there. It's your angle. I'll do it that part. Get these on my computer.
If he knows how.
You help me with Photoshop.
Well, there you go.
Because I've caught up on 5, but 5 more to go.
Yeah.
I've caught up on 5 units in 3 weeks.
5 minutes.
And I was in there this morning. Yeah.
So you
I got 4 more to go by Thursday.
Yes.
It's like pentagonal.
So you know that you're coming here as the volunteer.
I was in there this morning. What I want to do, you know that video that we did the other day?
Yeah.
I want to bring these 4 photographs.
So you
on
got
that
one
computer
already,
here
just straight up.
to give them to Alex. That'll be on Photoshop.
I didn't know
Bit of a chat.
What's
I
the
wanna put those
general
on there.
feedback?
I've got Wi-Fi already hooked up.
That's if I just ask
You
you
help me
learn
with
it
that?
Have you
afterwards.
ever applied?
If you can't, doesn't matter. If you can.
That's awesome.
That will give me the 4 plus the 3 photographs of me for that video.
It's a bandit. He is quite bitter, isn't it?
Think so.
It would have been.
Now you
We'll play a couple of
That's good, man. That's
and I can learn the cheese. That's like
it's smart.
Awesome.
It's not
I
smart.
think because you've done it as a volunteer.
Okay.
Whereas if you've gone on and said, hey, we want people to enrol in our college's course, just get probably the same response as a vodka got. Did you see that one before the vodka one? It just got.
I had Photoshop in there this morning.
Yes, let me know.
I think it also helps that I've got a past experience, like I've been on the Reddit. There's been Reddit for a while. So
Oh, do you have quite a dialogue with the?
I feel it. So
Actually,
Yeah.
hang on.
not extreme, just coming in saying, hey,
Yeah, you're not a blank face
you're
salesman.
like, oh, well.
I don't know,
Yeah,
I'd like to go on
yeah.
easy as well, hang on a second.
That's cool.
Do you know how to bring the photographs up? I took 3 of
Yep,
those.
so if you go to gallery, so swipe through to get to gallery, or you can.
Watch where I've only got 2 days.
Have you ever used the voice thing on this?
No, no.
You might want to use that because that's
Yeah,
quite good.
I've,
Just
I
hold
got-
the.
that's why I got the Samsung.
Get voice.
Okay, Google.
You have to hold something down though, don't you? If you.
Usually, you have to do our page, say okay.
Yeah. Okay, Google. How do we turn it on? Yeah, it's on
I
there.
only had 3 days.
Just open anything.
Because I took 3 on this as I came in. I put a thing on the disc and the other day too, Sarah, that Alex has got. You know that website you told me to do on cardboard weeks ago?
Yeah.
Video and still. It's on
Okay.
disc. He's got the disc. I put it on the disc. Yeah, if he's got it, he can show you.
I can't remember.
That's all.
Well, you can tell your phone to do certain things like open gallery
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
So if you go.
It'll be easier on this than that one, that's all.
I saw someone who was blind at the train station the other day using their phone, and it was brilliant.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
It
what I
was
said.
absolutely brilliant.
That's what I said.
That the phone would do everything, and it was.
That's why I said when I was down with Dad yesterday, it was back, he was dressed in his blazer, really bloody good, and the guy with the same phone, phone camera as Sarah had, took 30 photographs. He's going to email them to me on my email address.
Oh.
That, but, yeah.
Right, so, yeah, just press this is your app drawer here.
Okay.
So you want to go in there, yeah, press it again. Now swipe through to you see gallery. Yours might be called photo. Still now alphabetical. Can you click on photos? No.
Sign in.
No, go back.
Go back.
Press the back button. No, so this. Again. Oh, mine, you see, I have gallery. Oh, there it is, gallery. And there you go.
That's
You got
one.
one.
And 3 of them.
So if you press in the corner where it says album, no, the side where it says album, go to all. Now you've only got one.
I took the- Oh,
Just try again.
okay. Oh, hang on. Okay.
Yeah, I would just go and redo them and just make sure they
Yeah,
mix in there.
no, I've got them on here. I've got the Wi-Fi on this one's working. The Wi-Fi's connected. I've got the. I took the one. I took the one here. That's all. I knew it would work. The other ones weren't clear enough. I've got 5 on here. They've
Okay.
taken the Wi-Fi's working now.
Okay.
So if you can help me these photographs later.
So it's the same as we did. What you emailed to me, so you can press that
Yeah,
button
Email.
and email it to yourself.
Yeah, I did that before.
So click mail, and then put in your we rec certain NAC web.
I did that before.
So then you just need to log on to your email on here. Yeah, sorry. So you were saying that the NAC potentially being. Because I was. When I first got the job, I think it didn't work out. And having, we recently had an audit because you have one previously had 5 years. And you think if you know the smaller the organisation.
What's that?
Currency.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And just the ongoing costs, I think. I mean,
Yeah, it costs several $1,000 just to register it.
yeah, annually. you pay annual and any we've added a lot of new things on and I was thinking, why could you could just be a small little independent, just get enough to how smaller. I was thinking you could just do like a certificate. Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, plus everything else. Yeah. But this, you know, if there was enough, that's what I'm thinking.
So we at NAC. What is the future for the organisation?
Yeah. Does it make sense? What is partnership? You don't do anything, you just.
That's the other.
Because then if you're not.
You have their RTOs.
Yeah, but it depends how you financially.
No.
You get funding.
And the government funding is approximately the same for
Yeah. If you were an RTO, would you essentially get double?
Let's have this work.
You still only get what you get.
because you with SQW you can't be the up.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
So
so
you
you
can't.
couldn't double it up, no.
Right.
No, so it would be the RTO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't be able to, like now, you get the money to invest, spend on gas, tree, that's you would just get the wages, the fees.
Yeah. That's definitely not as good a appraisal.
But again, long term, you get
But
scraps.
and long term would be
You can't, it's not gonna, yeah.
and it's the current minister's pet project. That way the minister's going to want to keep it.
Yeah.
It's tainted with the previous ministers. SQW pretty much lasts as long as Labor lasts.
That's very Labour though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is the essence of Labour.
Can you have a look at this?
Sorry, yes. So is this the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna need mainly to supplement these three. So these broad
I just wanted to make 3 photographs.
typically like a
Yeah,
for
all of the things, so if I look at
this is the main focus for the statement. Or just like a big paragraph kind of. Yeah, so sustainability. Again, if you miss some bits, it doesn't matter because we've got all the other evidence. Evidence. Yeah, this is hardest to doing this kind of thing.
all of these ones here.
Because these are okay, because these are, I'm going to go and put statements with. So these are fine. These match to a lot of them, and then they've got the tasks they've done with the evidence highlighted. But then we also just need the same for you to keep that, and then we just got.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do this one, which is just the general stuff they've been doing, and I'll also make a copy of these
Cool.
and then I'll do a
But yeah, you can just like a paragraph for each section, just to say during the. Awesome. I guess some of them you may not have, so. I always find these difficult. That's what I do with this one. You okay? So this is the last thing. So yes, all that remains is for me to check through, which I'm going to do tomorrow, and then I'm going to make sure I've got all your evidence, and then you should be done. I'm going to let you know. So I'm going to send you an email tomorrow. Presume everything is good, and then if there's anything else, chances are you can email it if there's yeah, if there's anything else we need to do, but just presume everything is good.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Hopefully you've got everything, so I'm going to check through tomorrow and let you know. So you've got a lot to do.
I'm not on there, so.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm not
And which one?
convinced.
What do you mean? Are you logged in? Yeah, you logged in. So you're looking for the emails, the images you've emailed?
Yeah.
You just go to the very, very top. No, just scroll all the way. In the bar on the right, on the deal. That's it. Yeah.
No.
Lots of jobs.
I don't know what that is.
That's Mary. No, so you just resend them. Are you doing recs at NACweb.org?
Yep.
Yeah, you can press that there. Is it NAC or NACweb.org?
Yeah, I normally do that.
NACweb or NAC? Email.
Web.
Oh, NACweb.org.
Ah, that would be why then. You just need to change that to NACweb.
Oh, Tim, where's the help desk phone?
So recs at NACweb.org.
Might need charging.
How are you getting on?
Yeah, I just unlock my
Yeah. Are you going to take it with you? Okay, yeah, and then bring that back for Thursday. Oh, you giving me the second one as well? Did you have a second sheet? Were you rewriting? Yeah, you had a second sheet. You took 2 workbooks. Yeah. Oh, you just have one to keep. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Okay then. So you guys are done.
So we can.
Yeah, and I'll send you an email if there's any problems.
Yeah.
And then what we'll do, if I don't see you on Thursday, someone from ABS will be in touch with how we'll get the certificate to you. You can either bring them in, or you can come into ABS, or we can post them.
You can PR here.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm still not working.
Still not working?
Last part. This.
Press refresh. It's sent.
Volunteer.
You press refresh. Scroll all the way to the top again. Yeah. I really don't know. I we take your photographs on this one, I think.
So Alex,
Yes.
not going to be
Yes, and
some-
while you're what you're materials out, and we'll be working on getting
Oh wow! I'll take it to my kids. They will.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. If I don't see you again, I'm sure I'll see you around.
You just turn up.
Jim, do you want some more? Do you drink much?
Never.
Never.
Just, yeah.
Did you have some earlier? A little bit.
Yeah.
So will you be coming in on Thursday?
Well, part of that generation.
Not a bad thing. We rarely drink now, and we had a drink on
I'm happy for you to just
Saturday night, and then Sunday was just
we
didn't even drink much.
it's better for you.
because we rarely drink.
to do a schedule than I'm
That's two, it's eight.
You did? Are they definitely in your gallery?
We just really only use it to leave it.
yeah.
I need one more outside and then that's it.
Cool. So I think I've pretty much got everything from you as well, haven't I?
Hopefully.
You are done. Do you think you'd be interested in diploma?
You will still have to
I think you could.
but we'll look at them together and we'll write it to meet okay, so you still, while you're receiving Centrelink payment, you still have to say 20, have to look for 20, but we'll go through them and help you apply for
Tuesday.
IT jobs.
If you wanted to
Not just
look at this,
Whatever they